Hey Ryan, so I see your funny error here. It says reached end of file while parsing. So parsing, maybe you can think of that as the computer equivalent of diagramming a sentence. It's where the Java compiler is trying to say, okay, these are my methods, these are my classes, you know, and basically sorting everything out so that it can process things. And the way that it sorts things out into methods and classes is using these braces here. So it came to a brace, but it was expecting more, and then it got to the end of the file after that brace, and it was expecting more. So a lot of times when you see these error messages like this, if you click on the question mark, it'll come up and give you more information. So here this says reached end of file while parsing. This means you have opened a block using the opening brace, but not closed it with a closing brace. You might either have an opening brace where you don't need one, or you've left out a closing brace where you do need one. So again, you know, with the parsing, these braces are really important for figuring out how to chunk the code. So in this case, it looks to me like there's a missing. Let me see. Oh, you know what? No, actually, I think you have an extra one here because you have an opening brace here, and then you have another opening brace here. So let's see. What convention are we using here? Okay, so on these other ones, it looks like we're not putting the opening brace here. We're just putting one right underneath. So I think we can actually just get rid of this one. Now, and also notice if you look at the colors in the background, here you have this tan block, but the green block for the class, the green block that starts out the class, just kind of dies right here. But if we get rid of this opening brace and we just use this one, now we have our green rectangle being completed here. And then another tool you can use is this, where it says edit, and you say auto layout. That'll lay everything out, and that kind of helps you to see everything that's going on. So let's see if this compiles. Yeah, it looks like it. Oh, but then we have incompatible types if highest bit equals null. That's interesting. All right. Well, we'll look at that interesting error in another video. But at least we cleared up the first one. Actually, let's click on the question mark and see what it says. It says there was an expression of a certain type required here. You provided an expression of a different type that's not compatible. Example, you wrote a string where an int was expected. Okay. And highest bid is a bid object, so I'm not sure why null is incompatible with that. But when I look at this, what I see is this is an assignment, and what you really want is to test for equality. But I'm not sure why these are incompatible. I don't see why you couldn't set highest bid to null. Maybe in this particular context. Well, I'm going to put the extra equal so we're doing a comparison and see what happens. Yeah, okay, so that's what it wanted. So highest bid, that's interesting. Anyway, so we want to test to see if the highest bid is equal to null. And then if it is equal to null, that's when we want to do. Oh, if it is equal to null, how are you going to get the number on it? I think we want to check to see if it's not equal to null, right? I think that's better, but now we still have this can't find the method get number. Oh, you know what? You didn't send me your latest bid class. So maybe that's the problem. Because in the I'm looking at the bid class from the last bid class you sent me. And yeah, this one doesn't have get number. It has get value. Maybe we could use that. Let's see. See if that compiles. Oh, and now we're missing a return statement. Yeah, because you want to get all the unsold lots. So here what you need to do is create a just going to put in a return null now, so at least it'll compile. So what you want is you want to collect up all the unsold lots and return that as an array list. This is your return value. So this says this is like a promise that you're going to return an array list with lots in it, either empty or with lots in it. And so you have to have some return and return that. So I'm gonna leave off here, and then in the next video we'll talk about some more details for that.